Hi guys, welcome to Splendid Knitting. So I'm having a very creative day. Oh, I'm wearing my sweater 18, which I finished in the last video. Very cozy, very nice. The only thing that I wish I could change, and I know I could, but it would just take so much energy, is that I wish I would learn how to do the Italian bind off, or one of those ones where you have to sew it off, because as much as I love how quick and simple it is, I wish these cuffs were stretchier. I just do a simple bring one stitch over the other to cast off, and that's fine. Like for the body, that's fine because it's already pretty big, but I do like the look of the finish of an Italian bind off. I just don't know where to start. I tried to do it once and I just got so lost. So maybe I should try to bind off in a better way for the Salty Days sweater that I'm working on, because this yarn is already pretty, it's not stretchy is what I found, so I might have to just force myself to figure that out, because there's certain things with knitting that I have just like completely avoided because I'm scared, like German short rows. I heard that they were hard, so then I was like, okay, I won't do them then because I must not be able to do it. But that's a bad mindset to have because we all have to start somewhere. I've been knitting for like 4 years, so I'm not a beginner anymore, but I still treat myself like a beginner. I don't know if that's like, I don't know if anyone else does that, but I certainly do. But I just went on such a long tangent. I was gonna say at the very beginning, I made banana bread today and it's just cooling off and I'm so excited, and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like banana bread, spoiler. And I've been thinking about new projects that I can start. I have 2 going on right now, which is Salty Day sweater and the Christmas gift that I showed in my last video, and I'll show later when I'm sure nobody is listening around the house. So I'll just show the yarn I have in my stash that I want to use, what I'm thinking about casting on, because she probably knows what it is already. I started the one scarf as a Christmas gift, and then I have to make another that's just the same, so I'm just doing one for the time being. And I was looking at patterns, some petite knit, some My Favorite Things knitwear. Those are my 2 favorite ones just because I can like depend on them being good. But I have this yarn that I got in Halifax last summer. I forget what it's called and I don't know where I put the tag, so good job to me. I think it's Cascade. I think it's one of their Aran weight ones. Maybe I mentioned it. I probably mentioned it in the video where I got it. If there's a Halifax vlog on my channel, it'll say what this yarn is, but I don't remember. I kind of want to make the Sunday socks with this. I haven't knit socks very much, so I don't even know if this will be a good yarn for it. I think it's like wool and probably a plasticky mix, but I think I have enough to make a pair of socks like this, even if I have to make them a bit shorter. I don't know, but I would like to make socks out of this. If not socks, like a pair of mittens out of this. Let me know if you think this is enough, because I don't know, it's 200 meters or so. And then I still have like 5 skeins of dropped snow in the color powder, and I kind of just want to make a simple like ribbed scarf, however long a scarf I can get with 5 balls. And I think that would be cute. And this has just been sitting in my drawer for a while, like over a year at least. So that's what I'm thinking. A few other things I was looking at. Actually, just one other thing. The Storm sweater by Petite Knit. It looks so beautiful. And I think that's something I want to make this year. I don't know how fast I can make sweaters because it really varies a lot. This one I made in a month, working on and off on it, and man, I haven't knit another sweater in a while. When I knit sweater number 9, it took almost an entire year because I was just like working on other stuff and busy. So if we're saying I can knit one sweater in a month, I think I could get the Storm sweater before Christmas or around Christmas. That's the dream. But I have to look into yarn for that and everything. So we'll see. One last thing before I stop talking and do something else is somehow people are seeing my last video. I'm at like around 300 views on it, and that makes me very excited. And people are leaving nice comments, and like I'm not used to people being nice. Why do I sound like why am I being so dramatic about it? What I'm trying to say is that people are being very nice and it makes me emotional. So thank you. And I'm gonna stop talking. Alright, so I was just knitting on the Salty Day sweater, and I have connected the shoulders to make the front. I just finished doing that, and I made such a surprise. I made a really annoying mistake where I did the purl 2 knit 1 wrong. Right where I had just cast on new stitches for the neck. Why is it red here? I don't know. But I fixed it with lots of cursing and wanting to burn it. So this is what it looks like so far. This is where I connected. It looks like I fixed whatever I did wrong. And that's all I'm gonna be doing for today. I'm also just about to update my Ravelry with my finished sweater number 18 and my progress on the Salty Day sweater. So check me out on Ravelry. It'll be in the description. And I want more friends on Ravelry. I think I just have like one right now. I don't know who it is. So that's what's going on. I'll talk to you later. I don't think I've ever made so many mistakes in a row in my entire life making a knitting pattern, like making a knit. I've never made this many mistakes. And this time it's just because I can't count to 11, apparently. Apparently I clock out at 10. Oh my god. I've been doing this one row over and over again, like unraveling and then re-knitting for like hours. So many mistakes. It's ridiculous. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Okay. I just got a haircut and I think it looks really pretty, so I'm happy. It's also my day off, so I'm gonna be doing some more knitting. I feel like this one's going really slow. I fixed the mistake, and doesn't mean I'm any less disappointed in myself for having made that mistake, because, well, that mistake, as if there was just one. There was many mistakes. So I'm gonna keep knitting. That means I've just knit a few rows past where I connected for the body. So it's going slow, but we're getting somewhere. Next time I make a mistake, which I feel like is inevitable at this point, I'm just gonna knit the collar. Just like take a break and knit the collar. And then hopefully everything's okay. Okay. So it's been like a day or two, and I'm working on the sweater again. I know what you're wondering. Rachel, did you make more mistakes? Did you make any more mistakes? Yes, I made 2. Thank you for asking. Also, God, so the first mistake that I realized I made, that I just have decided not to fix, is that, here, I've just started the cabling right here, and I have 2 purl rows in a row when it should be garter stitch, so it should be like alternating purl and knit rows. It's not visible really because the fabric is so fluffy, so I'm just gonna leave that mistake. That one is just gonna have to stay. The second mistake is that when I was knitting up the beginning of these cables, I moved on to the next row at my halfway point instead of at the beginning point. So I'm really just left wondering where my brain is. I guess I'm used to simple knits right now, and this one is keeping my brain going as I go, because it has 2 major elements that I've never done before, which is lace to make the diamond shapes, and cables, which I haven't really done that much before because they intimidate me and I'm scared of new things. So this is a big challenge for me, and I hope since I've tried both of those things once, I kind of have it under my fingers now, hopefully, but I feel like that's being very optimistic. And I feel like I've spent half the time on this sweater unraveling and like re-knitting stuff, so I'm a little discouraged, but that's not gonna stop me. You know what I mean? That's not stopping me. Anyway, I'll check back in later. Hopefully I will have finished the cables, maybe finish the next diamond set, but I'm expecting this one to take a bit longer than sweater number 18, so I am not a quitter, I'll tell you that. Well, I can be a quitter, but not this time. I bought yarn today, and I feel the urge to start knitting another sweater. The one thing about this is that if I start another sweater, I might get way too into that sweater and then not knit the Salty Days sweater for like a long time, or my wrists might die and I'll have to stop knitting forever. I also got these needles. They're 5mm because that's just the size I usually use, and they're supposed to be super ergonomic. They're like triangular and the tip is like rounded, which I haven't seen before, and it has wire instead of plastic connecting the circulars. So I do want to test them out, so maybe I should just cast on another project. I really don't know. I'm conflicted. Or I could just use these for the project I'm already working on because they're the right size. Excuse me. I look a little goofy. I just feel like I look a little goofy. Like a little dumb. Anyway. So I showed like a little bit of what I purchased yesterday. I work a minimum wage job. Like, I don't necessarily, I can't keep on purchasing like this, but I feel like now I'm set for the winter. I've like stocked up for the winter. So I showed everything already just in a quick little clip, but so I put the ergonomic needles with this yarn instead of this loops and threads yarn that I got. I tried casting on a cardigan with this yesterday, and something about how sticky this yarn is paired with like the plasticky needles was just like so uncomfortable to knit with. But with this more slippery yarn, it feels a lot better. And this piece was also the one that's been giving me more trouble just because of all the pattern, like all the different motifs on it. I'm on the second set of diamonds now, which is good. So I'm almost on the body, kind of, but not really. But I'll try to do a bit more of that. And then I just have like, I just cast on this for a cardigan, and I'm using the needles that used to be on the Salty Days sweater. I think it's a pretty color of yarn, and I've been wanting to find more Michael's yarn or like kind of generic yarn that I actually like, because I've recently gotten more picky about it, and I kind of stopped with acrylic yarn. This is the Loops and Threads Luxe Merino wool blend, so it's 55% superwash merino and 45% acrylic, which is like, I don't know, it just, the color and the feel kind of called to me a bit, but it might make for kind of a rough fabric. I can't tell too much yet by just this, but I think I'll like it. I think it'll end up a nice little cardigan there. I don't know if I should switch to smaller needles though. It'll be a loose one. My rationale with yarn with acrylic in it is that I don't want it to be knit too tight, like too close together, because then it just makes you sweat. It's like not good. So I'm trying to make it a little more breathable, but this is Loops and Threads Luxe Merino, and I think I really like their packaging is a little different. Their branding changed a little. I also got 3 of these of the heather tweed in the color, oh, this one doesn't have a name. Okay, it's just the color 2229. Yeah, the packaging is different because the stuff I'm using for Salty Day sweater has this packaging, and it's just a little different. I like how it looks. So yeah, I really like this yarn, so I'm wanting to make sweater number 14 with this, but I'm gonna wait a little longer on this one. I also noticed that this yarn is such a similar color to Iceberg. Like, not super similar, but I just realized I've been reaching for a lot of the same colors. This one was also just kind of on a whim. I just saw it and I was like, I want that one. So there you go. That's all I have to talk about so far. I'm thinking this video might not be me finishing the Salty Day sweater because it's just gonna take too long, but I think it'll be like a nice updates video of what I'm working on. Okay, but I'm gonna aim to get the body done in this video. I don't know though. Okay, so somehow I ended up with even more yarn because my friend is moving out of the country. I keep doing that. Moving out of the country, and they had yarn that they didn't need. So I have this really shiny, oh my god, it looks shiny in the camera. Hold on. Settle down. Like acrylic, I think, yarn, but it's really soft. And I have this sock yarn from them, so who knows what'll happen. I have to sneeze. Okay, I don't have to sneeze. And I'm going to the paint store so that I can paint a shelf that I'm going to move all my yarn into. There I am. Oh, my hair looks bad. Anyway. I might film there. I might end this video here and then show you going to the paint store next time. So I'll see you guys in the next one.